Hello world, my name's Atticus and welcome back to the break room. We have the rare same day recording. Because I thought I'd done this, and then I didn't. Primus, of all people, I would never have suspected you of such treachery. Old friend. Why? Treachery, Quintus? Hardly. Our system of governance is flawed, the council itself corrupted, and worms like Septimus can become immortals. What is needed is a single righteous hand to guide the world, to mold and control it. I will achieve what the council has failed to do, what we've always wanted: order. Have you gone mad, Primus? The council was formed to avoid just this sort of situation. The concentration of so much power in the control of a single immortal is far too dangerous. You yourself argued that very point, most vehemently, after we bound the Maw to its prison so long ago. A regrettable mistake. I should have seized control back then, rather than share it with a group of indecisive fools. Do you hear what you're saying, old friend? You know the signs as well as I do. The dark energy we have endured for so long is corrupting you from within, breaking down your reason. Is this not why you chose to step down? To finally be rid of this curse? I too am weary of it, old friend. I would not be far behind you. For a great sage, you always were a bit slow, Quintus. I stepped down in order to bring about the pilgrimage, through which my agents could gain access to the temple relics. Their vast power I have absorbed already. Only this last remains. So you will have amassed every ounce of the Maw's power. Are you truly so blind to its corruption? In one way or another, it will destroy you. No! I control the darkness. I overcame its corrupting influence long ago. I am my own master. It holds no sway. This is all for the greater good. Master Primus, we haven't time for this bickering. The others still hope to stop your great plan. You must drain the final relic so that we may bring forth the utopia you have worked so hard to achieve. Yes, naturally. Quite right. At this point, I began to suspect Primus was a pawn of Grimeye. You will still have a role in my new world, Quintus. You will be my main advisor. Your counsel will be valued. But right now, you must step aside. Oh, I am sorry, Primus, but I cannot allow you to do this. Then you have called this upon yourself. What's it gonna do? How long are we gonna keep this text box open? This is still old stuff recorded beforehand. Oh, he cast Dark too. You would strike down your oldest friend? I care not for myself, but it pains me to see the greatest of our number fall prey to the corruption. Be silent. Ah, Tarsha, come to interfere, I see, as always. Things are getting hectic in this room. And yet more undesired company. Delay our little problem until I finish here, and then I'll take care of it. I will take care of everything. Oh, look, we made it. Quintus. My thanks, Tertia, for your most timely intervention. I fear Primus is lost to us. He has absorbed a great deal of the Maw's energy. Too much has corrupted his mind. I understand. rest. We must deal with him now. Quintus is not as strong as he once was. I may be able to save him if I focus all my energy on healing him. Otherwise, we cannot lose Quintus. Stay here and take care of him. We will stop Primus and his minions. Okay, that's an alarming number of minions. Just so many. Also, there's a council member just kind of dead on the stairs, and no one's addressing that. I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, so I'm back from vacation. It was fine. But I had, before going, created a bunch of videos so that I wouldn't have to worry about doing any upload or editing on the vacation, which turned out, oh, Primus, there's still time to come to your senses. You can't. God, that's wrong. We're gonna miss this one. He can't hear you from the other side of the barrier. Nothing will interrupt him until he is finished when he has absorbed the last of the Maw's power. Okay. Yeah, so I did that all ahead of time. It was great, responsible. Yeah. I thought I'd gotten today's video as well, so that, you know, I'd have a day of rest when I got back. And that was wrong. There was something, a video called FSAM18_1, which I assumed to be the 18th episode that I made, but it was in fact the 17th again. In fact, I noticed after its upload instead of before. So this is the first recording after the upload of the episode. So sorry about that. This was your plan to replace the council? Imbue Primus with absolute power? You are marked, as I am. Do you know the effects of the dark energy we carry? With all Primus has absorbed, can't you see it will drive him mad? It is slightly more complicated than that, as you soon shall see. Rayface is supposed to have Clayton's voice, but I thought that'd be more fun for a bit. We've got the whole fight here. I'm not skipping over it, and maybe I ultimately will. But, oh wow, Kyrie's a gambler at this moment. I wonder why. It's a neat map. It's a neat map. I like the walls. They're very large. That's not being flippant or anything. It's interesting to have just like 2-ish narrow paths for people to take, or if you have an incredible jump stat or the ability to fly, it's just a square for you. That's kind of neat, I think. For our less jumpy characters, like most of them, Anodyne especially. You just got the 2 paths, but then Raynor can go and head straight to the enemy, which is probably a bad idea. He's not as strong as Anodyne when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. Oh, Rayface. Yeah, the original plan had been to show this all off because it is a pretty climactic moment. And then I ran out of time. So we are going to skip over to the next bit of interesting content. This is going to be a shorter episode, to be sure. Yeah, let's jump forward to the next bit of dialogue. Victory! There was no more dialogue. In a surprising turn of events, Yates is the MVP. If you're curious, the name of this file is like fsam19_3. It seems I'll need to get involved after all. Triffin's voice. You must preserve your strength for what's to come. I will hold them off. What's going on there, Prince? Finally, it is mine. It is all mine. You know what to do. And now to discipline you disobedient children. Oh boy. Did it work? Oh, shit. No, he's still too strong. I don't know what your game is, Grimeye, but I am more powerful than you can imagine. Nothing you can do will have any effect against me. What an odd time to betray me, right after I've become invincible. It is an odd time. Kyrie, you must help us defeat him. Now you want to take him down? What are you playing at, Rayfei? He has absorbed all of the Ma's dark energy. Don't you see? Once we have finished him, the Immortals will be no more. Something is definitely off here. But I don't see that we have any other option. Primus must be stopped. I don't like it. You're right. We'll need all the help we can get to deal with him. Fine. Let's take him down together. But don't think you will escape justice afterwards. Those are neat soldiers. We get to save because it's another fight happening right after an initial fight. Grimai's doing something down there. Tertia's still healing Quintus, and the blue one's still dead. I like these guys. They're really neat. You'll see why in a second. Also, we get to control Rayfei, which is kind of neat. Notice it said 2 out of 7 units placed, which means it's counting Rayfei, and it doesn't usually count allies if you can't control them. But yeah, go hover over it just to double check. I know how important a unified strategy is on the battlefield, so consider me at your disposal until this is over. I'm not yet convinced of your motives. Tell me again why you want to stop Primus. With all the relics drained, we have a chance to be rid of the dark energy that has been sustaining the Immortals since the Council's inception. The Immortals had the Ma's energy sealed for a reason. Yes, to gather that power to themselves. Dark energy has been sustaining them in their rule for centuries. Oh, right. Again, we're gonna condense this because processing and uploading takes a while. But I would like to showcase the very cool aspect about these guys. I'd show off Rayfei, but Rayfei's just a marked one. He's not that interesting mechanically. So let's jump forward to another interesting bit. Surprised it was like 15 seconds later. And what's Grimmeye's role now? Where has he gone to? Oh, he's just hanging out down there. Doing his do. He's preparing a massive blow to end Primus once and for all. Let's focus on doing our own part. Kyrie don't trust him, and neither do I. Feels like Grimmeye and Rayfei were using Primus to absorb all the energy. And it feels like Grimmeye's using Rayfei to get Primus to absorb all the energy. It's just a mess. What are you gonna do, Kairu? That's probably a good plan. Rainer somehow survived. That was close to 400 damage. Ridiculous. Oh, check it out. They become demons. And Anodyne still gets cleave. Which is unfortunate for this demon. Just came into existence. And is so quickly about to leave it. Ridiculous. Yeah, I think at this point, I was thinking that Grimmeye definitely, and maybe Rayfei wanted to, like, release them off so they could defeat it themselves. I'll accept Rayfei's explanation that he doesn't want the council to just, like, exist. Also, what a terrifying move. Just deal a bunch of fall damage to a bunch of people. I want to say that's where my head's at, but I do believe that they wanted to gather all the power in one place and then just strike it down. That seems to make sense to me. Okay. I don't know what happened here. Just very confused about being able to play Rayfei. So we're going to jump forward to something worth talking about. That's the last of the demons. Unlike an Arbiter who align yourself with the weak and stupid, your order is the epitome of the Council's malfeasance. No need to be mean, Primus. From now on, I alone shall be the one to mete out justice in the realm. That's a lot. How do you expect to do that? You are no longer fit for your position, Primus. For the sake of all that is right, I cannot allow you to continue on this path. I'll try, but there exists no authority higher than mine. So Primus definitely pretty alarming to fight. Granted, it kind of looks like he's working on gravity rules, so maybe not so bad. It was very alarming in the moment, though. I just saw that Anodyne took 300 some damage. I missed that Kyrie and Kairu took like 80. And now that it's just Primus, so a lot easier to deal with. This is a problem that happens a lot in SRPGs and the like, where it's real difficult to have, not really difficult, but it requires a different set of rules to have a difficult fight against a single entity than it is to have a good fight against like a bunch of people. Because you could throw 7 units against 7 kind of equally matched units, and that'll probably be pretty interesting. But if you're trying to just have one powerful foe, it gets a little bit more difficult. And to be fair, that's not what happened. We had Primus, and then the 3 units that turned into demons after you beat them. It's just, I focused down those 3, and then those 3 again. And now we're just standing around bullying Primus. In the span of a turn, we reduced him from close to 1,000 hit points to nothing. A good attempt, but you're merely chipping away at an invincible being. This was genuinely kind of cool. Again, in the space of a turn, we knocked 1,000 health off of him. And now here he's like, okay, now do it again. If we can get past this text box. Sometimes I'll just leave them open to give myself space to talk about things. And that's good. I appreciate myself for that, but this is too long. It's also possible I got distracted by something, but it seems rather convenient. Okay, do I need to like jump forward or something? Okay, there we go. 813 health back. How many times must we bring him down? I'm almost done. Just do your part and keep him busy a little longer. I think that's code for defeat him one more again. Something which at this damage output shouldn't take much longer. Let's see how long it does take. Granted, it looks like it froze, maybe? I bet a video ended, and I went to go find a new one. I can only imagine how long that took. We're gonna jump. It only took like another 10 seconds. Not terrible, but not ideal. Another downfall. 200s all around, and then missed Rainer. I wonder if it's because Rainer can fly. I don't think so. So he still took a considerable amount of fall damage. And also, that was a terrible idea on Primus's part. Did you see all the counterattack damage he took? A mess. And I think just a little bit more is all we need. So 22 health. I do Pandora's box for it. What do we get? Pick off. Excellent. And we've done it. Victory, and of course, Anodyne, the MVP. Why? How is this happening? Oh man, is that blood? Ebla in this game. I did not understand. I was all-powerful. Grimeye, now. Excuse you. Oh, that's a big circle. My ancestors' work is at last complete. Oh, that's an evil laugh if I've ever seen one. I leave the rest to you, Refe. Did Grimeye just die? No. What is happening? What have you done? A very good question, Primus. Oh dear. Well, that doesn't look good at all. Ancient beast, I bear the medallion, the very talisman used to summon you long ago. By its power, you must obey my commands. Refe. Is it just me, or does that thing look a little broken? Unfortunate. That's a hilarious line. I'm pretty sure this time it's paused because I was just laughing. You unleash the biggest threat to the world at large. You fail in your plan, and all you gotta say is unfortunate. I don't know what this means, but I think I have a new definition for worst case scenario. That wasn't quite Rainer. What was that terrible creature? Something I had hoped never to see again. That was the Maw. The Kawa elders told us it had been sealed away, but until now I still had my doubts. We were unable to fully defeat it. You're in no condition to move yet. You should rest. Thank you, my dear, but I'm feeling much better, thanks in large part to your kind ministrations. Although the great resilience granted to us by the Maw's energy played a part as well. Here's a question. Do the Immortals still have all their power? Does Kyrie still have all her power? I guess they're just siphoning it, so kind of stealing it. Wait, is that the real reason you imprisoned the Maw? In order to drain its energy and become all-powerful immortals? Like, maybe Rainer, but... Rainer, please don't be daft. Our powers were an unforeseen byproduct of periodically draining the Maw's dark energies, which was necessary to keep it from breaking the seal. But why did you seal it away in the first place? You always claimed to have defeated it. Truthfully, we proved insufficient to the task. It was impossibly strong. That's why it was necessary to bind it to the relics. Rainer's secretly always been anti-council. That's what I believe. And so he sees all this, and it's instantly worst case scenario. We knew we must continuously siphon its power to keep it in check, and that it would take a toll on us. A severe toll. A very extended lifespan doesn't seem like much of a toll to me. I see that Curie understands me. As a marked, absorbing all that dark energy places a great strain on one's mind, nay, on one's very being. They've done a good job of forecasting that. That corruption will eventually become too much to bear. That is the reason immortals relinquish their position in the end. And we have all witnessed what it did to my friend Primus. It appears we must seal the beast away again. How did you do it the first time? It wasn't easy. The Kawas helped. They have a greater understanding of summoning magics. They probably did so to assuage their guilt. Oh. And pray tell, what do you mean by that, Tertia? It was the Kawas who summoned the Maw to begin with. Dun dun. The gentle little Kawas? Why would they do such a thing? We were at war with the Kawas at the time, and the humans were prevailing. Why were we at war with the Kawas? Summoning was their trump card. A bold gambit, but foolhardy. In exchange for their assistance and to help preserve order, we erased their involvement with the Maw from history. Okay, we got it. I don't take that long to read. I promise. Although, as a precaution, the Council has never allowed one of their number to become an immortal, and now we just have casual racism against the Kawas. Okay, I see. Could we simply ask the Kawas to help us as they did before? I doubt that will be possible. The Council initiated a very strict prohibition on Kawa summonings, so by now the art is probably lost to them. That Grimmeye fellow sure seemed to have a handle on it. True. He was a direct descendant of the original summoner who opened the gate for the Maw to enter Teora. Perhaps he found an ancient text written by his ancestor. But we can consider requesting Kawa assistance later. The most important component for the sealing ritual is the original token used to summon the Maw. Reifei's medallion. Precisely. It had been missing for decades. I can only assume that Reifei stole it when he left the Arbiters. Alright. Where does that leave us? Well, we gotta track down Reifei. You will remain an Illuster and help restore order to the city. You need to rest, Quintus. You're right, of course. As has so much before, the task will fall to you and your companions, Kyrie. It's a fair explanation. First, track down Reifei and retrieve the medallion. It is our only chance at sealing the Maw again. From what I've seen, the world is ready for new heroes. I know you won't disappoint, Captain. It will We'll get it done, Quintus. You have my word. All right. It really feels like we're headed towards the end game. Yeah, there's some trouble in Gellig. Is there usually smoke coming from it? I'm not sure. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up this episode. There's a bit of text that's going to pop up eventually. And I'll read that when we get to it. But until then, I have been Atticus. There it is. With the Maw at large, I doubt it's the right time for this, but in case you're interested, I heard in town that the arena has a new tournament running. I don't think I've done that yet. But we will. The prize is said to be quite extravagant this time around. Sorry for the dogs. We're going to call it here for today. I have been Atticus. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.